Welcome! In this video, we're going to be going over joining, specifically what joining is, the different types of joins, some basic queries using joins. We'll then go over how to do multiple joins, as well as how to use the having clause, which is used with joins. So what is joining? Well, joining is the process that allows data from multiple tables to be used. So far, we've only been running our queries on one table, but most of the time you're actually going to need to use two or even more. The four types of joins are inner, left, right, and full. An inner join, often just called a join, returns records that have matching values in both tables. It's the most common type of join and the one you're most likely to see. If you look at this picture, you can see that of the two tables, only the inner portion where they overlap is returned. A left outer join returns all records from the left table and the matched records from the right table. So if you look at this image, you can see that it will return the entire left table, but only the portion of the right table that matches the criteria. A right outer join returns all records from the right table and only the matched records from the left. As you can see here, it loads the whole right table, but only the matching records from the left. And a full outer join returns all records from both tables when there is a match in either the left or right. So it returns everything where either side has the value you're looking for. So let's get started on those queries. As you can see, I've created a few tables here. But for now, we're only going to be using the name and purchase tables. I've moved to Workbench because it allows us to see our results without clicking around quite as much. Our name table is just what you saw before, and the purchase table has some product names along with a name ID, which relates to the name.id, and the DOP, or date of purchase. So if we wanted to add the name to this list of results, we can simply say select star from purchase, join name, which is the other table we need, on, and this is where we specify how they're connected, name.id. Now using the dot syntax simply helps you connect the name, the column and the table. Because ID exists in both tables, if we don't specify this, it won't know which ID we're comparing to. So name.id equals name_ID. And if I execute this, you can see that it gives us our results. Notice that even though there's 15 names and even more purchases, we've only gotten the results where the name ID equals the name.id. That's what makes this an inner join. To make this a left join, we use the same syntax, but we change join to left join. When we execute this, you can see we've now added the row for peas. That's because there was a purchase for peas, but no name ID was recorded. So now we have all of the products, but we have null for the name because we couldn't match that record. To make this a right one, we change left to right. And when we execute it this time, we get all of the names, but it only has this many products to match. That's because there were no purchases made by these people. So everything else is null. Null just means empty. Now, if we change right to full, we're going to see that it actually gives us the same result as an inner join. That's because it's defaulting to an inner join because MySQL doesn't support the syntax for full joins. You have to achieve a full join by combining a right and left join. However, that requires a few things we haven't covered yet, so we'll have to push it off until later. That's it for this video. In the next one, we'll talk about doing more than one join, as well as the having clause.